So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey, also Kobe White out there, and it's the kid in at power forward. And for Detroit, they've got Thompson, Duren out there with Cunningham, and it's Big Dog in at the 4 slot. Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And, you know, traditionally, B.A., when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
And the basket by Lee.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's the professor. Cunningham outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Giddey against Cunningham. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. There's the 3. Kept alive. The kid. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Thompson scanning the floor. Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Vucevic.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to the professor. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And the basket by Lee.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's the professor. His last outing, he had 24 points. From the stripe. Here's Big Dog. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Here's Lee. Defended by Thompson. No problems knocking that one down.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And reconstructing their roster, Smitty. Detroit's had some high picks to work with.
They have, and they've made good use of those. I'm seeing some all-NBA level potential. But when you rebuild through the draft, it really takes time, B.A.
Now here's Cunningham. Here's Big Dog. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A unique talent. Cunningham has the size of a wing and the skill of a point.
Cunningham against Giddey. The floater, Lee. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Big Dog passes to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. That shot missing. Nice D from Vucevic. Outside White. Duren with a rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 7. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
They really struggled against this team last year, despite having comparable talent. I mean, they got swept in the season series.
Here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Big Dog, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Wow, that's a crisp pass by Cunningham. He has a good sense for finding those openings.
Here's Vucevic. Shoots over Duren. Vucevic's shot is off.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
A confident scorer in close. Once Cunningham feels like he has an advantage, he exploits it.
And so here is Chicago after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Lee. And he goes in for the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for the Bulls. White, the pass to Giddey. And he lobs it up. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Thompson, that's good.
And you see what Asar's been working on. In one recent practice, he put up 600 three-pointers. Now, I'll tell you what, that is dedication.
Now here's White. Six on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Here's the professor. They get the rebound. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Deflected. Cunningham against Giddey. Big Dog. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Giddey.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
The first free throw is good. It seems like rookies these days get more playing time right away compared to past generations. But Smitty, you were relied on immediately.
Yeah, I was a top 5 pick for the Miami Heat, and they were only in their 4th season as an expansion team. So I knew I was going to get a chance to play. I just wasn't sure how much.
And so he hits both. Smitty, ever since the Rose and Butler era came to an end, the Bulls have lacked stability.
You're so right, B.A. They have filtered through coaches. They've had high draft picks come and go, even acquired all-star players, but they're still searching for consistent success.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Here we have last season's best free throw shooting team. 5th on the list, Chicago.
In today's game, you have to capitalize on every chance you get at the stripe. And this is a team that takes pride in their performance from the line.
Chicago leading. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Greg, given the proud history of the Pistons, the teams were an especially rough decade for them.
Yeah, I mean, nothing much went right for them. But I'll say this for Detroit fans, they never give up on their team. It's as faithful a fan base as you'll find.
And he makes a first. Smitty, you look at the Pistons. One thing they do really well, they get themselves to the line.
Well, B.A., look at the players on the roster. These guys are aggressive. They like to get downhill, and they are not afraid of contact.
Both free throws good from Giddey. Smitty, although the Chicago Bulls made the play-in tournament in 2023, they failed to get into the playoffs.
B.A., kudos to them for wanting to remain competitive. But this is a team with several key veteran players on it. They've got some big decisions to make.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Down low. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Giddey. White's got 8. The Pistons have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's the professor. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Stolen by Giddey. Outside White. Now here's Vucevic. Defended by Thompson. Fades back. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the professor. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Left side White. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Here's the professor. From 13. And it's Cunningham missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Cunningham against White. Takes a 13-footer. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Big Dog. It's deflected. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, are you kidding me?
Amazing. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Thompson passes to Duran. Basket counts. Duran's got 6 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Well, you look at the length and athleticism of this young Pistons roster, Grant. Quite the foundation.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, those are things you can't teach. So the rate at which this new-look coaching staff develops that will determine just how quickly they can deliver on that innate capability.
Tobias Harris checked in for Thompson. The Bulls making a switch here. To the paint. Here's Giddey. Shoots a fadeaway. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Pistons trailing. Here's the professor. Pass to Big Dog. All alone. Money grabs the miss.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Poke loose. Here's the professor. Cunningham outside. Pass to Big Dog. From 7 feet away, the shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Ball with it. Outside Giddey. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Here's the professor. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Big Dog passes to the professor. Another 3 for Detroit.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Ball looks over the floor. There's the drive. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Giddey. Back to Dosunmu. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Cunningham against Ball. Cunningham passes to the professor. Out to Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Unable to get that one.
And a bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Dosunmu, pass to Ball. Here's Money. He's watched by Cunningham. It's Giddey on the wing. Tipped. Cunningham outside. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 8 points.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Now Cunningham. Shoots over Ball.
I like how Vooch uses his size on defense, creating some strong coverage.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bulls out front, up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why: excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Chicago's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. We've got Tobias Harris. He's out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Big Dog in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. And he gets it to go. He's got 14.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Detroit is shooting a fantastic 57%. Harris Harris outside. Pass to Big Dog from the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Now here's White. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Cade Cunningham was the Pistons' #1 overall pick in 2021, but he knows recognition comes with success. He said, nobody will care until you're winning. I think that's the next step for us. We're trying to take that challenge. It's us versus everybody. Brian, the Pistons, a young and scrappy team, are embracing the challenge.
Yes, they are. Thanks, Allie.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Here's Lee. 35 points for him last game against Toronto.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Money's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's the professor. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Terrific recognition there from Jaden Ivey, spotting the open man and wasting no time getting him the ball.
Well, Smitty, we're used to seeing NBA father-son combos, but how about the Ivies?
Yes, B.A. Jaden is the son of a former WNBA star, Neil Ivey, a big-time Division I head coach. She schooled Jaden in the driveway. So much fun seeing the mother-son pro connection.
Detroit calls timeout, and we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation, and that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Fourth, the Bulls.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Ivy, left side. Got a hand on it. And he's going for the oop here.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Harris. The 3. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside White. Here's Money. Nails it from beyond the arc. Money's got 6.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
Pass to the professor. They need this. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Almost converts despite the contact.
At the line for your Pistons, Connor Tusa.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now here's White. Not a lot of room. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
14, first personal foul.
And the NBA's TV deal expires after next season. What are you hearing about where things are headed, Grant?
Well, B.A., the league seems focused on greater access for the fans, especially the cord cutters. So with more games on broadcast TV and possibly a streaming package as well.
One shot. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
The Bulls have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Lee, the pass to White. Inside. Pass to the kid. Shot clock at 6. White. The shot's good. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Lee. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Here's the professor. 14 points for him. His first shot coming late. He got a piece of it. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Money. He's got 6. Pass to Lee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Detroit calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
the professor. He's got 14. Beasley outside. The shot misses. Good work defensively by White. Here's Money. 13 points in the win against Toronto. Puts up a deep three. White can't hit.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter. Hasn't made one since.
Harris laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Harris has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Even against good defense, Harris uses a combination of strength and agility to either overpower or elude the defender.
And he comes up with a bucket. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's White. 16 points for him. Pass to Lee. Over Ivy. Lee misses. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. And it's the professor missing.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Beasley outside. Here's the three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Nice work by Beasley, getting physical and winning the foul call while in the act.
Malik Beasley.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
The Bulls making a switch here. And he sinks the second.
Every team in the league is looking for instant offense. Malik Beasley can provide that.
And he nails the third. Chicago has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Here's Lee, pounded by Harris. Lee, the pass to the kid. Here's Vucevic. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points.
This displays Nikola's impressive level of concentration, able to drain shots right on the defense.
To the inside. Here's the kid. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now here's Cunningham. Knocked away. And now the Bulls in transition. Throws it up high, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he has superb vision in the open floor, B.A. Reads the angles and sees how plays develop with ease. His teammates have to be ready for a pass from Giddey at all times.
Beasley outside. Cunningham outside. Back to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Good. Beasley's got 5 points.
Great control by Beasley. Stopped in his tracks for the mid-range jumper.
And here's Giddey. He had 19 points in the win against Toronto.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Beasley, right side. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And emphatic 2 points. Malik Beasley. Get up!
Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Herter passes to Giddey. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. 10 points for him.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. 5th best, Nikola Vucevic.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Chicago has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop.
2 minutes.
Cunningham against Giddey. Pass to the kid. Here's Lee. 22 points for him. The rebound by Beasley. A minute 37 left in the second period. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Put the ball in Herter's hands. Let him make a decision. He can pass and he can score.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 19. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And the first one at the line is good.
You gotta love what he brings to the table. Nikola Vucevic, not too shabby from the line either. He can shoot it.
And so Vucevic nails both of them. And the Pistons making a change here.
Thompson. Honor.
One minute left in the first half. Giddey against Cunningham. They get it back.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Team 4. At the line for your Pistons, Connor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Lee, defended by Thompson. Oh, my goodness!
Watch out. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Lays it up and banks it in. The professor's got 18 points in the game.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Vucevic. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 21.
If you give Vucevic room to fire, he will, especially from the mid-range area.
It's Huerter on the wing. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Huerter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
And so it's Chicago with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't see you, but you can see us. Shaquille O'Neal, you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Chicago came ready to play. They had the pieces in place for a night. Went on a 7-0 run to start. By the end of the first quarter, they still had an 8-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They score very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, that it's